couple things I show, couple things I don't. I can tell you my problems, I can tell you my sins.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Seattle Mariners taking on the Baltimore Orioles. John Shambi on the play-by-play with you. Chris Singleton providing the color. Our pitching matchup for this one, partner, a couple of veterans bringing a lot of experience to the mound.
Yeah, these guys have been around forever. They've seen just about everything. What I like about it is they're able to make adjustments, not just from inning to inning, but from at bat to at bat. So when you see that type of experience, you know that they're going to keep their team in the ball game. Don't have the stuff that they used to have, but they're going to keep their team close.
Just about ready to roll. Getting the nod in this one, Zach Eflin.
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Zach Geloff. Singing when the year's over, he'll have a new career high for RBIs in a season. The wind of the pitch. Slice the other way and foul.
And Boog, this guy keeps finding his way around the bases and eventually scoring. It's always fun running into the dugout and high-fiving your teammates after touching home plate, and he's done a lot of that lately.
0-2 now. That one is upstairs.
It's a good take.
And a pitch. Hit hard. That gets through. So a man on base to start the inning.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Ryan Bliss up next for the Mariners.
A lot of clutch hitting from him recently. More than an RBI per game over his last 10.
Right through. There for a strike.
If you were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And he deals. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. Josh Smith up next for the Mariners. To the right side, Mountcastle. One at second. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. Orioles due up in the first, no score. Back here in Baltimore, and today's starting pitcher, Kevin Gausman. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Yeah, his batting average against is actually better when he's in a jam. So we'll see if he continues to dance his way out of danger.
Bottom of the first. And the batter will be the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. The pitch. The shortstop takes a ball. Gausman, multi-time All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a splitter, a slider, and he works in a sinker. And a pitch. Bounced up the middle. Fires over to Hoskins. One up, one down. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. This is one of the best teams in the league when it comes to drawing walks, Chris, so we'll probably see a very patient approach from them.
Yeah, Boogie, that's often what leads to a lot of runs scored. You get runners on base, you work that pitch count up for the opposing pitchers, and then you take advantage when they make mistakes. You get into that bullpen. You can tell that everyone up and down this lineup just comes in with a great plan of attack, a lot of patience, just like you said.
Ahmed Rosario stands in now and watches strike one. One out, base is empty. Strike two. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Well, a pretty big contrast in that at bat. First couple of pitches down in the zone, and those are competitive pitches, so you have to respect it as a hitter. And then with two strikes, ran that fastball by him up high, and there was just no catching up.
Juan Soto in the box with two gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Now 1-1. Two outs, base is empty. Next offering in there for a strike. Yeah, the count 1-2. Two down, nobody on. Just off the inside corner. 2-2.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a two-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much.
And down on strikes. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. Scoreless after 1. All set for the start of the inning. And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
Makes the catch for the out. Here's the left fielder, Luke Raley.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Raley hitting 5th in today's lineup. And he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2016. Rosario to first, 2 away now. Two outs, base is empty. And now the switch hitting catcher, Cal Raleigh. That one fouled off.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2 now.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Got him swinging. Mariners are down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the second baseman, Jordan Westburg. Gausman back to work. And that one fouled off. Next offering way upstairs. Matthew Ross umpiring behind home plate for us in this one. He's got a reputation for having a bit of a wide strike zone, Chris.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. He rewards pitchers when they're working the edges and sometimes a little bit beyond that. So for the hitters, just have to really be aware. Don't miss your pitch when you get it early in the count.
Righty to the plate. Got him. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. Here's Ryan Mountcastle. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. One down, base is empty. And that's off the inside edge. And the count even 1-1. The pitch goes down looking.
Well, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the bunt, step out of the box, agitate him a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace, it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
And the righty deals. Base hit, and that keeps the inning going. So up next, Colton Cowser.
He really needs to start making more contact, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
Oh, he doesn't get the call, and it's 1-0. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Two outs. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. And the pitch. And another ball. That's hard hit in the line. He's got it. And that ends the inning. 1 left for the Orioles. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. On to the 3rd inning. Here's the center fielder, Dominic Panzone. The right-hander back to work. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Pitch is in the dirt, and it's 2-2. Left-hand batter waits. Battling here as he fouls it away. Righty delivers. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Kicks and fires. Not close with that one. Counts full, 3-2. There's a swing and a drive. Way back there. And caught on the warning track.
Man, he hammered that one to center. I thought it was out of here, but Wynn just absolutely killed it.
And now for Seattle, Dylan Cruz. Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
One down, base is empty. Fights it off, you'll see another. That one drifts inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Top of the 3rd, no score. On the ground to short. On to first. That's the 2nd out. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. And a foul ball. The pitch. Lifted in the air out to left. Cowser under this one and makes the play, and that's out number 3. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Bottom of the inning. Here's Adley Rutschman. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play.
The 1-1. Swings over the top of that one.
Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer. When you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary. But this type of guy shuts the running game down.
And out number 1 on the grab. And now the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. Line drive. Cruz makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. So the lineup flips over. Now it's the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. 0 for 1 so far. Up and in, ball 1. And the slider just misses.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
2 down, nobody on. That one fouled off. 2-2. And another ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Orioles held in check there, and we are still scoreless. As we go to the top of the 4th, here's the Mariners leadoff man, Zach Geloff. The pitch. That clips the corner.
Well, these Mariners, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Whips it to Mountcastle. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ryan Bliss. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Lined, and that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
He was all over that one. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And now Josh Smith. And there's a foul ball. Right-hander kicks, deals. And a big swing and a miss.
You know, Bruce, every team has a hitter's meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
On the ground, could be two. Boots it. No throw. That's an error, and everyone is safe.
I think he just rushed that one. Great chance to turn two, and as an infielder on a play like that, I think guys can get a little excited and forget to make the play one step at a time. Could have been 2 outs. Instead, they get none.
And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. To third, might be 2. There's one. And their second double play of the day will end the fourth.
Well, we can never overstate it. Pitcher's best friend right there. Double play, gets out of the jam, saves some pitches.
Ready to go, bottom 4. Down to third baseman, Ahmed Rosario. Here comes a pitch. Strike 1.
You know, these Orioles just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
That one gets down for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep, so pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it. And now, let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And here it comes. And fouled off. Nobody out, runner at first. Gausman throws over. Rosario dives back in. Another throw over. And this time he gets him.
Man, you're feeling so good. You just got the knock. You're on base, and then right away you get picked off. That's just a tough one to swallow, especially after leading off an inning with a single.
One down, base is empty. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-2. And there's a ball. Next offering upstairs. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Boog, if you can set up a good two-strike splitter with a fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. He's 0 for 1. Top of the zone for a called strike. And that's outside. 1-2 the count. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Wouldn't chase that time. That one misses, and it's a full count. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Ryan Mountcastle, a former first-round pick, and he's really turned into a nice everyday player. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
Got a 2-out walk. Got to erase that and really go to work on the hitter. You got to go ahead and just let him steal if he's going to. Try to create the swing and miss and get out of this jam.
Kicks and deals. And that's too high. And you wonder, is he in his head a little bit?
Even if the base runner doesn't steal right here, what's great is that he is dividing the attention of the pitcher and may serve to give his teammate a better pitch to hit at the plate.
At the belt and fires. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That or just going off of gut or feel. What does it look like his swing is today? What's the pitcher throwing? They are sticking to the metrics and what seems to be most consistent for that hitter.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Back. Gone. And the Orioles jump out in front. It's 2-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Sometimes we say it's a sinker that didn't sink. Well, that was a splitter that just didn't split. Kind of like a BP fastball. And when you throw that pitch, don't expect to get it back. You're getting a new baseball from the umpire.
Now at the plate, Kobe Mayo. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And a pitch. That one's in there. And a count 1-1. That clips the corner.
Well, he went inside a couple of times and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
And down on strikes he goes. Picks up strikeout number 7. Baltimore with a 2-run shot this inning. And it's 2-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back now at Oriole Park. We go to the top of the 5th. Now the left fielder, Luke Raley.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
The pitch. A little bit low.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot. And the 1-0. And that one is in for a strike. Well, these Mariners, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
A wind and the pitch. Swing and a foul straight back. And the right-hander deals. That one ran inside, almost got him.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Two now. Right side, hard hit. Tosses to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth. Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh, went down on strikes his first time through. Swing and a miss. 0-1. And a pitch. And that's in for a strike.
No, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
Righty to the plate. Fights that one away, still 1-2. The Orioles leading by 2, and we're at the top of the fifth. That one not close. Ball 2. Popped up. Henderson in position. Calls it in, 2 away. Here's the center fielder, Dominic Canzone. Canzone, 27 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over .325 in his last 10 games. Swings and misses, and it's 0-2.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nobody left for Seattle. They're still down. It's 2-0. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Here's the left fielder, Colton Cowser. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning. Here's Adley Rutschman singing. The Orioles gave him the largest signing bonus ever, more than $8 million, and you can see why. This guy just oozes with talent.
Yeah, Boog, and if it wasn't for a strained triceps injury, I believe Adley would have been on the Orioles opening day roster in 2022. The moment he was healthy enough, the Orioles called him up, and the rest is history. No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity, try to get a rollover, something on the ground, stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Next offering is in for a strike. Got him. And one away.
You know, splitters aren't thrown by a ton of pitchers, and one of the main reasons is that they're difficult to control. And not many guys can spot them consistently where they want to, but he's one of those exceptions. He's found a way to corral a split, and he can place it on a dime just like he did right there.
Mullins stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Pitch misses, and the count is 1-2. Got him. 2 away.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw to second. Out at second. That ends the inning.
Well, trying to get into scoring position, but a great catch and throw to end the inning. That's the way to pick up the pitcher.
Back here in Baltimore, top 6. And stepping in for the Mariners,